What do you do for a living now? You work for the Biden administration. Is your job to wake them up, or what's your job? Hey! There's a war! Hey! Okay, what do you do for the Biden administration? What a show of a job you have. I can't believe you admitted that in front of all these people. You have the freedom to lie. You could have said you were a hooker and I would have been prouder of you. What do you do?
I travel to southern states.
You go to the South and try to sell them on Biden? You're fucking retarded. What the are you talking about? That's your job is to go, hey, listen, I know you guys like Trump, but Biden, I mean, wow. Are you ready to be unemployed, or what's your vibe?
Biden's engaged in the business rule takes a hit from a Texas judge. Welcome to another installment of the Connecticut Gun Bench. Today's video is brought to you by P.A.N. Firearms, LLC. P.A.N. Firearms, your NRA certification and multifaceted gun training. You can reach us at 203-300-6343 or use our website at www.panfirearmsllc.com. As always, there'll be a link in the description box below. And if you like channel, like content, what I do, you can support me. The link, everything is appreciated. I'm a Connecticut resident. Plan on getting your Connecticut pistol permit? Please get your training and paperwork turned in, all completed by July 1st. The training modifications have been released, but there seems to be a lot of gray area and there seems to be some shenanigans going on. So please get that done. If you have your permit, watch the expiration date. Don't let it expire. There's a link to the online renewal portal for the state of Connecticut in the description box. Keep an eye on that. Let's talk about this. And I've talked about this a lot. This is the ATF's new rule of engaged in the business that was basically a byproduct of the Bipartisan Safer Communities Act. And what they were saying is, if you sell a gun, let's say you have a gun, and once again, like I said, I've talked about this so much, but you have a gun, you want to give it to, or transfer it to a friend, and you want to sell it to them. Maybe you want something different. Maybe the gun, you have no use for it. It happens all the time. What the Biden administration is saying, well, if you're doing it in that context, then you're engaged in the business of selling firearms.
We will not let Biden continue his tyrannical abuse of power.
Texas taking the Biden administration back to court. Paxton leading a coalition of red states suing over additional gun sales restrictions, saying the ATF's implementation of the Bipartisan Safer Communities Act goes beyond Congress's intent.
He has completely disrespected and disregarded the democratic process.
If you walk into a gun shop, that seller will need a license, and you will likely need a background check. But if you buy it from your buddy, there's a lot less red tape. Now the ATF is moving to expand the definition of dealer, requiring private transactions to go through those same regulations.
Under this new rule, if Ken and I were to trade guns, one of us would have to get an FFL. We'd have to pay $200 and have ATF issue a license so that one of us is now a dealer. And then for us to do our trade, we would have, the one who's a dealer would have to do background checks. So the background check is part of the burden that is placed on ordinary Americans.
In a new lawsuit, Paxton is asking the court to invalidate that rule, claiming it exceeds the agency's authority. The ATF declined to comment on the matter.
Despite the fact it's only one gun to one person, they're demanding that you would get an FFL to actually do so. A Texas judge, and God bless the state of Texas, has jumped in and put a restraint on it. Now, this was supposed to start May 20th. Texas judge is saying, no, I'm going to temporarily hold this until we can hear some legal challenges. Now, there's going to be, of course, there are some factors involved in this decision. So I want to bring you to here. Restraining order granted against Biden, ATF's new engaged in the business rule. A temporary restraining order has been granted to Virginia Citizens Defense League, VCDL, and Gun Owners of America in our lawsuit against BATFE's new engaged in business rule. That rule is to go into effect on May 20th, this Monday. The Texas court has granted a temporary restraining order to prevent the BATFE from enforcing its engaged in the business rule against Virginia Citizens Defense League members, Gun Owners of America's members, Tennessee Firearms Association members, residents of the state of Texas, and Mr. Jeffrey Torme, which basically means this rule applies only to those people. So only the people mentioned are the ones who are exempt under this restraining order. Everyone else, you got to go along with it. But as it says here, we were told that VCDL, GOA, and TFA were the only gun groups to file suit. 2 other suits involve some state gun stores and individuals. So unfortunately, right here it is. Unfortunately, if you live in Virginia and not a member of the VCDL or GOA, you're not covered by this temporary restraining order. And this is, of course, the temporary restraining order which has been put into this page. I'll leave the link to that, see if you want to read it. It's quite long. So let me come out. So there it is. VCDL went after Biden along with GOA and TFA. The judge in Texas said, no, we're going to hold this up. So unfortunately, it only applies just much like the arm brace rule. If you remember the arm brace rule, a Texas judge said, yes, those who brought the suit forward, those who were involved with these groups are exempt from the arm brace ruling for now. And that's still flying in limbo right now as we speak. But that's good news for now. But there are 2 other lawsuits that are supposed to be being filed in different states. Depending on the districts they're in, you're going to find out what the outcome is going to be. But that's good news for now. But let me know what you think. As always, you can leave your comments in the comment section below. And as always, any statements of violence or statements that lead to violence will be removed. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're notified the next time a video goes live. I'm going to see you on the next one. Peace.